very biological. It's very middle school science teacher. But the thing is, people took this for face value and didn't go any deeper with it.
Right.
When it really is a symbolism for a lot of different things. But everyone thought, and we all thought this as kids, I'm sure, these are power levels.
Yeah.
Anakin had over 20,000 midichlorians in his bloodstream. That was just explaining as a way to say how this person is so strongly attuned to the Force, how he's connected to it. It has nothing to do with your power levels. And for a long time, that was the preconceived notion, and George Lucas and all the other supplemental material, and this book is proof of it. It is broken down in a way to say, no, it's not that. It's about interconnectedness.
Yeah.
It's about why, in some weird aspect, you see, like the Bobcat story. There's like a weird connection there. You don't know what it is. You can't quantify that,
Yeah.
you know?
I fucking felt that shit, though.
Yes, but like even within yourself, like at this very moment, not to get really weird and stonery, but the idea of like in this moment, like your body is going through so many incredible processes just to keep you alive. The fact that we can talk here and hang out here is a miracle. My heart's beating right now. My brain's thinking right now. You know, I'm probably thinking about something way far ahead. You know,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about my relationship. I'm thinking about my school year. All of our brains are constantly going. And the fact that we can all join here and the audience here listening and viewers, that is a miracle within itself that people can do this and have those opportunities to do this. This book,
surreal,
it's
man.
it's a book. The book is a way to look at it and go, oh shit, I got to be thankful for what's going on right now, not just what's coming or what's came in the past. And like the whole book is about, it's very Eastern, thinking. It's all about just, how can we look at the Force in a way that makes it not just a power level thing, or not just, oh, you can lift things up with rocks. No, it's so much deeper than that. So the book is essentially a way to analyze a topic that's this heavy and difficult and make it digestible. Like anyone could read this. I did not write it to sound super smart. I did not write it to be, to have some sort of, to sound really, fancy. Like it's really meant for you to pick it up and go, I understand this more now, thank you.
Yeah.
Because the last thing I want is for someone to look at this and go, what? Because this concept of midichlorians really is science, magic, and mythology. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And,
And I love how that's the title, too, because
Yes.
that was
me
actually
too.
my next question. It was like, if I was completely oblivious to Star Wars and I passed by that, like, how would you explain that to a person who doesn't know?
Yeah.
The layman.
Yeah,
Yes.
to the layman.
yes, because that's the thing. It's like, it sounds scary. Like midichlorians.
Midichlorians.
You're like, it sounds,
Midichlorian
like, it sounds like
count.
you have some sort of disease.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
jumping in cold.
Yeah, what does it even mean? Like I've had coworkers like mighty chlorians. I'm like, well,
Stop.
thank you.
Stop.
That was a good
Thank you.
first try.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, it's like, and this is and I always joke about this level of fandom with my friends and my other podcasters that I work with. It's like, not you have to be a 10 out of 10 Star Wars fan, but like I'm the kind of guy that reads all the books.
Yeah.
I do everything. Every interview that gets published, every video that gets posted, I've probably watched it and I can tell you what's the real part, what's the fake part about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
But like, I want this to be for the fan that's like, I heard these were bad, and I'm like, just read it.
Yeah.
It's 63 pages. This is for me, and I read slow, this is a 45-minute read.
Yeah,
Some
I was
people
just
can
about to
blow
say,
through
you
this.
could sit down there and just
Literally,
yeah.
this is literally, you can read this.
Eat that, dude. You could read that over your lunch break. If you really wanted to. If you're that dedicated,
Exactly,
yeah.
and it's super specific. It cites everything. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If this was rooted in some conceptual idea deep in my thoughts, which it was, but if you can back it up
You
with
got- yeah,
what's
you
written,
back it up, dude.
25 to
It's
26
not just
sources,
like
Yes.
some
Yes.
rambling stream of consciousness
Nope.
bullshit. You've got everything to
it's
Yeah.
all right here, and like, thank God that this is available to me, because this would be a rant, but it's not a rant, it's a research. It's all research. But I'm very proud of this. This
Yeah,
is the
you
first
should be.
podcast
You
I've
really
done
should be.
that's talked about this specifically, because I revealed this in Japan.
Yeah.
And I was hyping up the panel in Japan, and then now I'm here like, oh, I can actually.
I know, dude.
There
It's
it
fucking
is.
awesome.
It's
yeah.
crazy. It is crazy.
It's a great.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
But
That's great though. That's an accumulation of like so much fucking work,
yeah.
so much grinding, man.
Time.
Yes.
Shit.
It's worth it though. I spent,
Yeah, dude, look what you're holding.
Yes,
of
this
course,
is
you
it.
went to Japan.
I got
man.
an ISBN number.
Yeah.
That's like the number. But the thing is though, you look at all this and you think about it, and like I spent a lot of time working on the video essay, And then I'm like, okay, how do I edit this and make it more of an addendum piece? You know what I mean? How do I make it? This is the definitive version of that, right? I could put out a 120-page one that I've already have written, but I wanted to make it to where, like you said, lunch break. You know, and this is my friend Scotty. Let me just read this real quick.
Well, I thumbed through it downstairs and just looking through it forward, it was already like, shit, I want to read more of this.
Yes,
like,
exactly. But that's the thing. And going to Japan to premiere it was pretty incredible. That
was it pretty incredible? It sounds amazing.
I'm gonna cover my mouth. That was some big dick energy. I'm not gonna lie. Because what I did was, and it was a big marketing thing. I was like, I can say my book premiered at Star Wars Celebration Japan. You know? And
but you weren't wrong.
No, I was not wrong.
It was actually happening.
Yes, it did.
I know there's a sense of imposter syndrome in moments like that, but that was actually happening. I know it's weird to see that palpable, but it's fucking happening.
But you get this, and I don't know if you know this, but at these conventions, it is the International Star Wars Convention. Like, it was in Japan. It's put on by Lucasfilm and Disney. Like, it's the real shit. And so you have to get approval for all this stuff, and they approved this one, and they didn't know it was going to reveal a book or anything like that.
Fucking Lucasfilm.
Oh yeah, legit. I've been there before. That's a whole thing. You don't know this, but I've got friends. Anyway, so hold on.
I'm connected, all right?
In a weird way. Okay, hold on.